morning. Happy Friday. For you guys who haven't heard this before, imagine 5,000 people a day calling 911. The phone just rings and rings and rings and rings. Nobody ever answers. That's happening. But it's happening with the veterans and service members who are out there. What they're doing is they're Googling for a VA calculator. So it tells me 4 things immediately: that you guys are lost, you're alone, you don't know what your next steps are, and you don't know who to turn to. I will always give you guys solutions. So I'm going to move my mouse over here and start briefing off my website. So I put this on my website yesterday because I never want to give you guys problems without solutions. And I'm a for-profit, so I'll talk about my website today, fulfillveteranproject.com. I'm a for-profit. 5,000 people a day are Google searching for that VA calculator, and I don't have 5,000 clients a day. So I need your help to help get every last one of you off that battlefield to a high level of care, like I did in Afghanistan as a medevac pilot. So on my website, and by the way, this is not about me. Let me start off with that. So my book that's coming out, which again, I'm saying the word my, but everything is through him. So that's why I'm got the book out here. So, which this is not the book, but it's going to be very similar to this. It's going to be a survival guide checklist. It's coming out here in the next couple of weeks on Amazon. The first 5 F's to give that you see here on Amazon. All the first 3 F's are F words. So faith, everything is through him. Guys, I wish I could be lazy too, but he has given us or given me a mission. He's given me I was watching a video this morning and it said something about giving you a gospel. Like, I've got people out there. I need to go talk to you guys about this stuff because there's so many of you that are hurting. So faith, everything is through him. So when I say I, it's I through his guidance. He is the one in charge of your abundance and our abundance. And he's promised it, but like he says, or as you'd assume, it's not easy. So I'm here to help you guys. And I've just spent over 6 years, because I have my own experiences too. And my own family and my own friends, and brief tens of thousands of you guys. And just, you guys have so many holes in your life. And that's why I purposely call this the Fulfilled Veteran Project. So, and that's why I'm a for-profit too. So I can help my clients start with me and stay with me for years. And I can help you guys out with right now money and mid-range money for your kids in college, long-range death benefit money for you that nobody else is out there doing. And I'm taking you guys, that's why my book is here too, is to guide you from preferably as young as possible, because I didn't say this yet, but the 3 lines that people say to me all the time are, Albert, I don't know what I don't know. And that's a fair statement, because evil doesn't want you to know. Secondly, you guys say, Albert, I wish I would have known you sooner. Thirdly, that you wish you would have done something sooner. And I say, well, don't beat yourself up, because number 1, you didn't know better. Let me go back to good and evil real quick, because I always have to start with several layers of groundwork here. And I'm jumping around for a reason. There's good and evil. Evil doesn't make anything. They only take. But they take from good people who don't know better or don't do anything about it. Worst case scenario, widows. Are widows getting paid all the money they're supposed to? No. I don't charge widows. I charge you guys, so I don't have to charge widows. Please don't make me talk to your widow. Help me help you early so we get that squared away. All right, back to my book stuff. My book that's coming out this month, here to help you guys, which, by the way, I've got all kinds of arms. I'm going to reach around and get a hold of you and say, all right, I got all kinds of solutions for you. Because I think you guys have 3 different personalities. I call them airborne personalities. Some people want to jump early. Others want to jump in the middle. Others want to jump at their own leisure. You have to have a little bit of discomfort. So I'm going to put you in a little bit of discomfort, and all of you, I'm going to make you feel like, all right, yes, you're in the right place. Let's move you forwards. And I've got other solutions that aren't just me talking at you all the time. So I'm going to brief you on that today too. So all of my support tools, because this is what I hear from people. This is why I've got different support tools, different places. And so you guys identified, or you told me problems, and I'm sharing solutions. You guys have said things like, Albert, I love your stuff. I just need to know where in the hell to start. Well, okay, start with my book, start with my website sends you to my book sends you to my website. Those are the places to start. Number one, always pay yourself first, which I'll talk about today. And then there's other, based off your personality, there's other support that you need. I call it velvet roping to make sure that you're at the right place at the right time. I never want a person to just jump on my calendar tomorrow. That's not what this is about. I'm not here to convert you or convince you or sell you something. I'm here to help you get to your abundance. And it's like anything with the military and government, slow is smooth is fast. Everything is to standard, not to time. But let's go back to that number 3 line that people say to me, Albert, I wish I would have done something sooner. Yep, that's why I got the book too. So whether you're 18, 80, anywhere in between, my book is for you. I want to get a hold of the youngsters heading into service, because although most of my clients currently are veterans, my book and my actual process is to help more of you guys that are in uniform. What the government doesn't want you to know is, and what evil doesn't want you to know, is that you have in uniform, you have way more strength than out of uniform. So that's what my book addresses too. All right. So imagine a generation that is literally guided by me and people like me and people that, as we'll talk about here in a little bit, force multipliers, who say, hey, little buddy, you're heading in uniform, or maybe you're young in uniform. Here's what GI Bill is. Here's where you can do things with GI Bill to make your life better. Here's where VA home loans are. Here's what those do to make this, that, the other thing, make you more money, make you have more abundance, and you can have a better career in the military or more options. Number one thing people tell me is, that's why I call money freedom tickets. Hey, now that I got all this money, I got options. Albert, holy crap, my 5, 10, 20-year plan, because of your help, is now today. I now have the money that makes things right. And I try not to say the words make things whole, because nothing's going to make you whole, especially if you're like me, older guy, been through shit. Nothing's going to make you whole if you're like me and are a little bit older. I'm trying to make it whole for the youngsters who have not been guided, because honestly, guys like me and you have failed. We have failed. We have not guided our youngsters. There's a song out there that says, scream for change while staying the same. We have all I've been in a lot of rooms in the past, well, not just 6 years that I've been doing what I'm doing now, but what led me to what I'm doing now. I've been in a lot of rooms, been on boards, committees. I'm a former medevac pilot, so I've been around aviation a lot, been around special operators a lot, had a lot of conversations with people who, just going back to those 3 lines, don't know what you don't know, that kind of thing. And I keep hearing the same shit that, well, nobody guided me. Nobody told me about this. Nobody had a book out there. Well, okay. I guess I'm up to bat. I guess I'm up to bat. I got a book now called The First 5 F's. It's going on sale this month, or actually it's on sale on Amazon. It's just going to be live this month too. So make sure you guys are get my book as quickly as possible. Help me help you and your buddies out there. So I always need your help. Help me help you and your buddies. My book, like I said, it is a checklist, or rather it's more of a survival guide and checklist. It's such a checklist. Every page says turn the page. Take you hour and a half to get through my book. It's going to tell you to get off your butt, go to my website. The only hurry I want all of you to be in is to pay yourself first, which I give you an instructional video on my website, how to do that. Go to my website, scroll down, you'll see step 1, pay yourself first. There's a little video dance in there. Pay yourself first. Everything else is slow and smooth. Everything else is velvet roping. Do not get on my calendar tomorrow. If you want to get on my calendar for a couple of days out or a week out, totally fine. If you try to get on my calendar for tomorrow, my calendar doesn't allow that, because if you're too soon, you'll stress out and stress out more, because I need a little bit of info from you, and I need to. I'm giving you time to absorb some of the things that we need from you. Number 1, pay yourself first. The rest of it is slow and smooth. And I'm going to offer some support from different angles. By the time you get on my calendar to talk to me, Trevor, my book publisher, says there's times to talk one-to-one, times to talk to one-to-many. By the time you hear my voice or one of my onboarders' voice talk to us, you and I, one-to-one, I want you to know. I want you to be confident getting on my calendar that you want my help. Just like a medevac call. Hey, red smoke, Albert's coming in to pick me up, take me to a higher level of care. Roger that. My meeting's with him next Wednesday. Okay, good. Perfect. If you're not sure, don't get on my calendar. That's what my video says. If you're not sure, don't get on my calendar. If you need to back up to move forwards, that's totally fine. So, all right, let's talk more about this. So on my website, I talked to you about the 4 problems I told you. You're lost alone, don't know what to do, that kind of thing. Talk about the top 3 lines that you guys say to me that you don't know what you don't know. So I want you to learn better. So on my website, as you scroll down, I added some new stuff on there today, and I'm going to talk to you about I added some new stuff recently. I'm going to keep up. I always want to update and upgrade to make things easier on you guys and give you guys more support. So on the second little panel where it's blue and it shows, you see some sky blue, and then you see some ninjas there and a black helicopter, you'll see it says, tell your friends to do several things. There's going to be, first steps are all of these, but by your choice. You can pick any which one, start wherever you want to. As far as get the book, $10 for $10, get you 5 Fs, totally worth it. First, get the book, website. Then there's join, something new that you guys don't know about. I want to brief you on this today. Join 5Fs Nation groups that are on Facebook and LinkedIn. And then it talks further about campaign, which I'll come back to here in a little bit. So let me go back to the groups. I want you guys, whether you're my clients or not, on the bottom of my website, currently, bottom of my website, you'll see a Facebook and LinkedIn button. Join both of those groups. I originally started out on LinkedIn. That's what helped me get to where I am now. Facebook came in a little bit later, well, about the same time frame, but I think I've got a lot more clients from LinkedIn. And so we're having meetings about getting out there on TikTok. So I'm just trying to reach that younger generation where they are. And, but I just got to make sure it's right for me so I can help my clients out. So you guys know what I'm talking about. So once I get the safe word for making sure that's safe for everybody, then I'll get involved on TikTok or whatever. But in the meantime, I need you guys to if you're techie, like, share, subscribe, comment, do all the things that people ask you to do. If you're not very techie, that's okay too. If you have a ground game, we'll talk about that today too. So I just want to always give you guys the option that's most comfortable for you, that helps you confidently send people my way. Because 5,000 people a day are looking for, in essence, help and popping red smoke, and I'm coming into land. They just need to know I'm ready to help them. So let's see the nations. So 5Fs nations, the groups. Basic rule: bring joy to others. Top rule being bring joy to others. There's plenty of other internet out there if you guys want to be jerks, and I will quickly remove you when you're a jerk. You can ask tough questions, get tough answers. It's not something I'm supposed to be in the room every day, because I can't be everywhere for everybody for every moment. That's why I have to choose wisely on where I'm supposed to be. And I'm excited that my staff and some other partners and force multipliers that you'll learn about, I'm going to push them to do a lot more of the of connecting with you guys and giving you a little bit more perspective. I think of it like a conference room. We all have different perspective. Hey, we're all here to do good things. We're all here to have abundance, help each other have abundance. We all have different stories though. Hey, I was in a Naval Academy. Well, I was whatever. Okay, that's fine. Hey, I'm Joe Average. Okay, fine. Whatever it is, just you guys get to talk to each other, and I'll help you through that. All right, so 5Fs Nation, join those, share those, like those, comment, ask tough questions, get tough answers. Feel free to spar, but just don't be a jerk. All right, please. I just don't care for jerks. I'm done with that. All right, going further, triple campaign. My triple campaign, what that talks about is just clarifying a couple of things. So one is that I now offer, for anybody out there who says Albert's too expensive or whatever, I've now removed that. So now you've got another menu item that you can choose from for $1,000 first year. I call it Trust Ticket, because here's what happens. Honestly, you guys go out there and you're like, oh, I don't know, you're too expensive. And then a year or two later, you come back and you have guaranteed lost more money than you would have gained by working with me. And I say that because that's what you guys tell me. And that's in your own mind, not me telling you that and feeding it to you. You tell me what I just told you. Oh, Albert, shit, I lost a lot of money because I thought you were too expensive. I didn't do anything for anything, or I may have spent money elsewhere. They couldn't do crap. So Albert, now my buddy who started with you at the same time, that I interviewed with you a couple of years ago is now 100% permanent total, got all kinds of other stuff, and I'm just sitting here flapping in the fucking wind. That's what I'm telling you guys, this stuff that I'm here to help. All right, I'm here to help. I don't like telling you bad stories. I tell you bad stories to, as marketers would call, stack the pain. Yep. Whatever you're hearing, you need to hear. So that's why I'm here. Triple campaign, number one, $1,000 first year. That's a choice. You don't have to do it. And then number two is that I'm telling you about 5,000 people a day are looking for help. Nobody's answering the call. Help me answer that call. Number three, more. Like Dan Bongino talked about during getting more. I lost some words on that. For voting, more. Send people out there. In order to have change, you have to change. You can't just scream for change and do nothing. I'm here every day doing hard stuff. All right, let me scroll down further to the bottom of my website. I want to talk to you guys about some other next steps that I've got here for you, or other options that I've got for you. I'm going to tell you a little bit more detail about some things that you don't know about those things. So let me help you out here. Here in the next couple of days, I'm going to add another backdrop to the bottom of my website telling you about the nation stuff, nation groups. But for now, let me tell you about 5 forms that I've got. These are interest forms. In order here, we've got the veteran community outreach. So again, guys, I can't do everything. Trevor's book publisher says 1-to-1 and 1-to-many. Right now I'm talking at you, and I don't really care to do that. I like talking with you. So veteran community outreach is where you guys get me in front of your motorcycle group or church group or coffee group or big giant vet force or something like that. Get me in front of your people. Number one line people say to me, Albert, I don't know what I don't know. Help me get in front of people so that they know better and they can take steps for themselves. You never know who you're helping and how deeply you're helping them. That's why I'm here. Our Heavenly Father sent me to help you guys. So help me help all of you. So veteran community outreach. By the way, all these forms are pretty easy to fill out. They're just like, hey, what did you do? What are you looking to do now? That's pretty much it. We like to get to know each other, especially me. Podcast. So if you don't know, I have a 2-hour podcast every Friday. Long form, 2 hours long. And it is, if somebody is on my count, or if nobody's on my podcast calendar by midweek, I'll remove it so I can open up some calendar space to help you guys one-on-one. If you guys haven't seen, please go watch those. I don't want to say please, go watch them. It'll amaze you of how many awesome people I've had on my podcast. And by the way, we're not here to talk about war stuff. If we need to talk about things like that, hey, I've been there, done that, just to add some context, that's fine. But what my podcast is about is there's your stuff, there's my stuff, there's, hey, how can we do more together? So I'm going to talk about that too in partnerships. What you're seeing is too, I'm weaving this in together. If you've been on my podcast, you probably need to be a partner. If you're a partner, you probably need to be on my podcast. If you want community outreach, you see where I'm pulling this in? Because get my arms around you. Yep, that's what I'm doing. All right, podcast, partnerships. That is, it could be as I don't call it small as, but it could be an individual who, I know a lot of you folks out there are super connectors. Maybe you're a right person at the right place around veterans and military, and you just go, Albert, I see uniforms all the time. I'm a gate guard. I would love to hand out your business card and just help people. Great. That's awesome. And it could be that small, and it could be bigger than that. You could be a nonprofit, for-profit. And by the way, one of our force multipliers, Lisa, she's a veteran, husband's veteran. She owns a marketing agency where she helps veterans, and she's working behind the scenes right now on building up these pages so that she can have her footprints and fingerprints out there and show you guys more of what that is. We're going to really hit hard these partnerships and other things I'm briefing you on today, so we can get out there in front of you guys now. We know that 5,000 of you are calling 911 a day. Nobody's answering. Now we're going to answer. So please like, share, and all that kind of stuff. Tap on your buddies. All right. So where are we? Partnerships. I have to keep my fingers up to remember all this stuff. Let's see what else we got. Speaking, like my marketing people say, Albert, we've got to get you on stage more, especially now your book's coming out. Yes, I know a lot of you guys are in awesome industries. Get me out in front of your people. If speaking is the right thing to do, or when speaking is the right thing to do, it's always when, not if. Make it so. Force multiplier. This is something that you guys may not know about. The force multipliers, they are 1099 contractors with me. They fall under marketing, not sales. They're not salespeople. They're marketing people. Marketing means, to me, to what I do, for my company, marketing is getting people on my calendar. Now, they can onboard. They can do an onboarding call when they get comfortable enough to do that. Right now, I'm doing the onboarding calls, but like I said, 5,000 people out there per day looking for one thing. That's a lot. I can't answer every single phone call. It's force multipliers. It's a commission based for force multipliers. So as you're intrigued in that, I'd love to have you on and help me help more people. And then you guys can grow from force multipliers to other stuff at the right time for you and us. We'll know what that is as we get to know each other better and do more together. Then we want to always do more and more and more together. So let's see what else I want to tell you about today. It's Friday. I don't have a podcast today. I got back from Destin a couple of weeks ago from a special operations event, and I'll be down in Tampa for Soft Week coming up. I skipped Heli Expo Verticon this year. I had a guy texting me yesterday, Albert, I thought you were down here. No, I'm not down there. I'm skipping it because I got to focus on my book stuff. My book is if I didn't say this already, because I'm live on Rumble 10 a.m. Eastern, then I come here on at 11 Eastern. So my book, 5 F's to give, is with the editor right now. She's going to do what she does. And I'm pushing to keep all of my non-staff people accountable to make sure that we're on time or ahead of schedule. So I'm pushing for John, marketer dude out of Nashville, Lisa, marketer out of Texas, and Trevor, book publisher out of Tampa, and also anybody else that's attached to them. That everybody, guys, 5,000 of you a day are looking for, in essence, what is this book to help you. And I'm getting that sucker out there as quick as I possibly can. Trust me. It's I'm telling you, when I went down to went down to Destin, I was just like, oh my gosh, all these people in uniform. I need to hand these. Can't wait to get my books so I can hand these out and tell you guys, hey, here's the QR code and all that kind of stuff. And that's what we're going to do is for my book is have I call this the one pager. So again, going to you guys that are techie. If you guys are techie, like, share, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. You guys know what to do. If you're not techie, take a screenshot at any time. I call it a flyer, one page flyer. This has all the information you guys need to know. The number one line that people say is, Albert, how do I send people your way? And all we do is say, thanks for reaching. It's simple stuff. Send them a text, or even when people text me, I text it back to them and say, hey, share this with your buddies. And I don't put this out in front of them. What I do is I just say, hey, send them to my website so that they can jump on my calendar at the right time. So guys, 5,000 people a day are looking for help, and they're just being ignored. As a medevac pilot, as a follower of our Father, it's on us. It's on us. He puts it on us. It's our fault. It's our mission to fail or succeed. And I'm a positive thinking guy. That's why I'm here every day. I'm gonna leave here to go sit in a coffee shop and add cards in from when I got back from Florida. Skipped another event to be here to finalize my book stuff and be in charge of that and coordinate that more. I want to help so many of you with your abundance over the next couple of weeks that I have enough abundance to help fly my staff out to Tampa so you guys can give them hugs too. They deserve hugs more than I do. Trust me. They have earned their hugs, and we're all excited about helping each other. But I need you guys to help me. I need you. I can't fly every mission. I can't be everywhere for everybody. I'm in many rooms on camera all the time out in front of you guys so you guys can hear my voice at the right time for yourself. But right now is the time. You have to do something today. Every single day, do something. Go to my website, get your back pay clock started. Tell your buddies about it. Have them get their back pay clock started. And then everything else is nice and smooth after that. Do not delay after that. Just start moving forwards, get more education, start moving forwards. Because there's other stuff that you have to do it's just like anything else that it's a nice day today. It was a nice day yesterday. So I've got a Harley, and I was on my motorcycle yesterday, and I'm not trying to wind the sucker up, but there are places, I live in Indiana. So there's places where it goes from 50 miles an hour down to, oh shit, school zone. And that's what happened yesterday. So I know a lot of my clients are like that. You're like, oh, I want to, Albert, I just want to go. And then all of a sudden you hit a school zone or something. And you're like, oh, I got to slow down and not do cool things right now. Guys, the reason why I'm telling you that, a lot of you guys are like me. You want to get going real fast. Albert, I already got my back pay clock going. I know there's evidence out there I need to gather for my claim. How do I file my claim tomorrow? Slow down. Slow down. It takes the first month of you guys. I have you guys in Thursdays for baseball practice. It takes me a month to wipe off brainwash. It takes a month for me to wipe the brainwash off of you and to tell you how things really are and where different money is out there for you, and you get to a point where you grow out of Thursday and start showing up on Wednesdays, and you start doing things so for yourself. And by the way, I do also have my guys. I haven't mentioned teams yet, so let me mention that here too. I do have all my clients get represented by veterans rights attorneys. Been doing this 6 years. The VA got real bad real fast without telling anybody. They don't announce things when they're going to do things real bad. And so in September, mid-September is when I've made the executive decision to have you guys represented by veterans rights attorneys. Keep in mind, if evil has a team taking from you, you have to have a good team who can help you out. And boxing analogy here, I'm a for-profit consultant, so I am not in the ring. I am outside the ring. There are other people who can help get in the ring and help you guys out. You're guaranteed to win. You just have to have the right team. And when I say lawyers, I don't mean go to lawyers and tell me how things go a year from now. Or the lawyers say the same thing. They say, yep, check in with me, go back to Albert. And you're Albert's client too. So guys, you have to keep good comms with me. That's why I have events every single week for my clients. I'm out in front of you guys all the time. And the better part is you're in front of each other on camera. That's the best part. You are not alone. You're looking around the room going, okay, cool guy, new guy, older guy, young guy, lady, all that kind of stuff. And just, wow. That's the best part. You guys get to know each other. And that's why I've got a lot more support for you guys too with the nation's support group. I don't call them support groups, but whatever you want to call it. Groups to help support you and educate you and help you make the right decision for yourself and guide you through things, because you have to have a good team of people. Right now, you don't. Right now, that's just, let's call facts. It's a hard thing to say, especially for me. I have a fast mouth, slow brain, or fast brain and slow mouth. There we go. Facts. Stating facts here. You don't have the right team until you have us. And again, it's all through him. So it's not about me. I'm trying to help you guys out. Help me help you. All right, guys. Have a good weekend. See you next week.